This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. Tilly, I wonder if you get these. Do you get heaps of emails about people, like, obviously not obviously bots, but just about wanting to advertise on your Facebook page?
Yeah, I think a few. I think, yeah, they've.
Maybe it's through. Because I don't know if it's for the band or the podcast, but I reckon we get 1 to 2 a day.
Oh, that's a lot, though. Yeah.
Our agency is looking for paid advertisement on your verified Facebook page. If you're interested, please get back to us. Thank you. Sent from smartphone.
And I'm guessing you get back to them, surely.
I've gone back to all of them,
yeah. Yeah, of course.
Especially the ones that say, I'll give you $2,000 paid cash today if you let us advertise right now.
That's so good. Yeah, I'd be replying straight away.
That's a steal.
What does it really mean?
I don't know. I've never really looked into it, but I'd imagine it would be like
bad. But like, what are they actually going to... What if you say, yes, I would love advertising, please. What are you advertising?
Yeah, where does the conversation go from there?
Food? What are you advertising? What is your product? You should just say that. What is your product? Please tell me.
This one's from Helly Willoughby. I don't know if that's a name or a brand, but...
Shout out Helly.
Yeah.
Fan of the pod.
She should come on the pod. And seriously though, where would the conversation go if I said, yeah, sure, let's do it. What do you want to work with?
Yeah.
Okay, I give you $500. You give me your Facebook details, credit card number, expiry date, 3 digits on the back, and we'll be good to go. Thank you. All right, Helly.
Bargain.
Sounds great.
I'd do that for $500. $500 in,
for sure.
Bank account, Facebook account, deactivated.
Easy.
Saw it.
No worries.
Well, we should look into it one day, because we caught like 2 a day.
Surely one of them's going to be good. There it is. Awesome.
Freaking emojis.
All
right. Should we get into the episode already?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, all right. Let's get into the episode. It's a Friday afternoon, and, you know, I'm buzzing a little bit on a Friday afternoon, so it's good to be doing the podcast, and we're not just doing a normal episode. We got Tilly Murphy, also known as Fritz. There she is with the emoji in the Skype group chat.
Hey.
How are you, Tilly?
I'm really good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. It was Adam's birthday yesterday, and
Happy birthday,
already mentioned that, didn't we? But
thanks, guys.
Happy birthday.
You're not too happy about it, were you?
No.
Big old. How old are you
24.
Now?
It's kind of
24.
depressing. 24.
Yeah.
I've missed.
That sounds kind of old, eh?
My dreams are dwindling. Like, I'm definitely don't have a footy career in front of me. You know?
No, don't talk
now.
to me about that.
You know? There's a fair few things that I have absolutely no chance at now. Footy, any sort of sport. Not that I was ever going to, but...
Did that dream just cancel yesterday when you turned 24, or is that not been in the works for the past couple of years?
But just,
I
can't even have the idea of it now. You know?
Well, the upsetting thing is with footy, all sport. Not even just sport, but when I see like people who are really successful and they're younger than me, it just hurts, and especially footy.
Yeah,
because there's so many of them.
Sport. Just like that could be me.
That should have been me.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, you still got a chance for a few more big dreams.
The most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life was Kalen Ponga when I was working at Harris Farm. I was working in the car park, directing people to their parks. Kalen Ponga came in. He had just signed $1 million deal with the Knights, and he drove up, and he was on his red peas, and he got out of this like super expensive like Audi thing. I was like, just over there, mate. Like $18, 18.
That's pretty sad.
It was so depressing. And I was out there, bloody 40 degrees, just standing directing people. Oh dear, what have I done?
Retail.
Yeah.
What wrong decisions did you make to end up in that car park?
Where did it go wrong? Who knows?
No, well, don't worry about it. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Head up,
Thank you
buddy.
kindly.
That's okay. There's the grass is always greener, mate.
You're right.
And guess what? Next year you're 25.
Yeah.
Quarter life crisis.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I don't know what I'm going to spend my money on.
Buy whatever you want. Hey, you're just after your tax back as
Yeah.
well. So you'd be
I got to
That
come up
boat's
with
coming
something.
next
Oh,
year, I
maybe it's a boat. Maybe I'm a fisherman. Never
a
tried.
dinghy.
Well, you're gonna be one of those guys that sells everything, buys a boat, and sails
Yeah, I'm just a
around Lake Macquarie.
yeah, but not like I want to be a proper pirate, like an actual try and find bounty.
Send you straight to
Maybe.
Somalia.
Yeah, I think that's underrated
The Bahamas, maybe.
as a profession nowadays. Pirates, I back it.
Shout out to all our Somalian listeners.
Yeah, my brothers on the seas.
What's the movie? What's the movie called? Look at me, I am the captain now. What's that
It's not a
movie?
movie. I think that is it a movie?
Yeah, no, the quote is from a movie. Oh,
I
cooked
have
it.
no idea.
People listening, they're like, I know the movie.
Yeah, you've just angered the
Anyway.
internet so much.
Yeah, that happens, doesn't it?
Unfortunate.
But
Oh, well.
that'll be you.
Yeah, it will be me.
It's what I was trying to make. You don't
me.
even know the movie, so I
No.
can't even reference
No.
it.
That's me.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Brad,
Yo.
what have you been doing?
Me,
Yeah.
just been working. You got uni starting up next week.
Oh.
Me and Tilly doing the same degree.
Yeah.
We might have
Really?
the same classes. We don't even know.
Yeah.
We don't even know. We might rock up on Monday morning, be like in the Zoom call with these backgrounds on us. We're like, yo.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are you guys doing at uni?
Visual communication.
Viscom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't actually go back to uni. Do you have to do it online?
Is it
Yeah,
like
it's on line still.
3 Zoom calls and then there's one that I have to go in for?
Same.
True.
But yeah, should be fun.
I've got
That's different.
I've got one class I have to do this sem because I stupidly failed it semester 2. I didn't fail, but just gave up like a loser. And I've never had to do the Zoom call, and I'm really scared about it.
It's so much
I'm
fun.
really nervous.
It actually
But-
is so much fun.
I'm so scared I'm just gonna leave my mic on or something and just talk. I talk too much shit for my own good.
It happens. It actually happens so much. People in my class
Yeah.
have done that. They're like talking to their dog. They're like, oh, sorry, my mic was on. And they're like, hey, Mandy, you hungry? It's like,
Mandy. Oh. I was speaking about this with someone before, like bad dog names. What's
That's
a
a good
bad? I think Mandy isn't the best dog
I
name.
think Chris is a really bad dog name.
I think that's great.
Pretty much
that's
any
pretty
like
bad.
straight
Like
human
Paul?
name.
Cameron.
Paul.
Cameron.
Cameron is
Cameron.
so bad.
Josh.
Joshua.
Josh the dog.
Josh is
Josh
alright.
is nice.
Joshua is really bad.
I think it's...
Just most human names, really.
Philip.
Yeah, I think it's actually really funny when people call their dogs really human names, though. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
actually Chris,
Yeah, I
Chris
think
is a good name.
I can see myself doing it for sure. Chris the dog.
Steve and...
The more you talk about it, the more you think it's actually not that bad. Some of them would be bad.
Yeah,
Ross.
definitely.
Actually, Ross wouldn't be that bad, actually.
Ross.
Ross
Nah,
is a great dog's name.
Ross is good.
That's good, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there is no such thing as a bad dog name.
It's because dogs are so nice.
Just depends on the dog, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think the worse the better, maybe. I think it makes them,
They got to wear it there for their life.
yeah.
I thought of one last night called a dog name, Rolo. I mean, it's probably already a dog name, but I thought that would be a
Rolo.
nice name for a dog.
Rollo.
That's pretty nice. Rollo Polo. I like it.
That's not what I was getting at, but you could definitely go down that route if
You
that's
could.
the way you want to take it.
Yeah.
It's one of them really wrinkly dogs, like Sharpays or whatever. Call him Rolo. Brilliant, actually.
Wrinkly little jowly little dog.
So
Hey,
cute.
Tilly,
Yeah.
you just put out a new song
Yay.
called Arrow.
Yeah.
It rocks, by the way.
Thank you.
I really like it. Has that been in the works for a while, or has that come about since when did we go into lockdown? March, or has that been a bit of an older one?
Yeah, it's old. It's I think I wrote it like in September or something. So I don't know.
Ah, true.
That's pretty old, I guess, but maybe it's
That's
not.
definitely.
Yeah, that's old.
that's definitely got some legs.
So
That's sick. That's awesome. And did you do it with Fraser again?
yeah.
Shout out
good.
Fraser Marshall.
Shout out.
He's done so many good, recorded so many good bands recently. It's a band called Resident. Have you heard Resident's new EP? Anyone?
No.
In this chat?
I've heard Fraser talk about them though.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
It's really good. Yeah, Fraser's
sounds
he's
sick,
been
man.
doing so well lately.
He really has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like every time you hear it, he just gets better and better as well. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like he's like one of the best out there in Newey right now, I'd say.
Tilly,
Yeah.
did he do much like producing, or did you guys just go in there with the straight song?
Yeah, it was kind of just the straight song. Nothing much changed, but he did a very good job of recording it. Like, I'm really happy with what he's done to all my songs, which is cool.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
great. Is it part of like a bigger release, or is it just a standalone song?
Yeah, I've got like an album coming out. I guess.
An album?
An album, yeah.
Whoa.
And he's recorded all that, and it sounds so good. And
Oh, hectic!
so
It's already
excited.
like fully done, is it?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's really exciting.
Yeah,
That's sick.
It's so cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Any ETA on the album?
I have no idea. I really want to release it on my birthday, which is November 20th. But
That would be so nice.
Whoa,
be cool.
that'd be sick.
birthday album, yeah.
Is that a Friday? Your birthday?
It's a Friday. Yep.
Oh, it's
Whoa.
got to happen.
It all
It's
works.
got to happen. How'd you know it was a Friday,
That-
Will?
Friday
Just
release.
memorize the calendar.
That was crazy.
Will's
No,
knows
I
his
just
birthdays.
guessed. I just had to get. Well, I just think most things come out on Fridays now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
No, I just stalked your Facebook heaps quick earlier and just got all the information I could.
Yeah.
What's that star
Got him.
sign? No, I couldn't tell you star. Star signs have
Couldn't
changed
tell you.
now. I can't tell you anything about
Have
that.
they actually?
I thought that was fake. That was fake news, wasn't it?
Was it? I
Yeah.
hope so, because I'm now a freaking Gemini. Ugh.
No,
Hey.
that's fake,
I'm
surely.
a Gemini.
Sorry to all my Gemini queens and kings out there.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but I'm happy I'm not anyway.
Okay.
Tilly, you played like more shows than anyone I knew, I reckon, in the past like 2 years.
Do you
Were
reckon?
you pretty stoked to not have to play shows the past few months, or did you have more shows planned?
Yeah, I was actually crying with happiness when we had a break from shows, I think. Yeah, you're kind of right. We did play a lot of shows and it just kind of got tiring, so it's been nice having a break. But I think I am excited to like start playing shows again. I think I'm like, I say I think I'm excited because I'm not sure if I am, but I'm telling myself I am, so I'm getting myself hyped, so it'll be good.
Do you have shows planned for this year, or is it
Nah, we don't.
been impossible?
Yeah, it's just hard to have a plan, I guess. I think probably next year is when we'll start playing again, but yeah. Who knows?
Cool.
Who knows? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think anyone
It's
has the
going to be
answers
so
to that,
weird
really.
when it all
They-
opens up again.
It will be weird.
Because pre-coronavirus, I remember numerous times walking through the Cambridge and going, this is kind of gross. Like, everyone's really close together. Everyone's really
Yeah.
sweaty.
Yeah.
And that was pre-coronavirus. So what are we, people are going to be freaking out all the time.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
I'm keen.
I'm keen.
I
Anyway.
saw,
I need some live music.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if you saw it, but in England, I think they want to do a thing at festivals where everyone gets like their own little space, like their own little pod kind of thing, like 10 people to one
Yeah, right.
shared section.
That's pretty
That would
cool.
be pretty cool, actually. I would definitely get around a festival if I had my own space and got dinner. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
yeah,
Would be
like they should
That'd be
bring that
heaps
in.
fun, eh?
They announced
so
Yours
good.
and Ours festival for January in Wollongong, so they're already like
Hoping.
keen, and
Yeah.
that would be awesome if that actually goes ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, it's hard to tell, but I'm like, I hope that happens. But it's, yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
If
Who
it's
knows?
still like, it's only July still, I suppose, or August, but
True.
who knows what could happen. These two albums that we're doing, Always is self-titled, and Stratosphere by Duster. Okay, as soon as I put these on, can definitely hear the influences, Tilly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It felt like, this is actually pretty funny. Cody sent an Instagram question, and it was exactly the same thing that I was going to say. It was pretty much like, Duster, it sounded like your earlier stuff, and then Always, it's like you kind of transitioned to sound more like them. Was that intentional, or did you just start listening to Always later into your kind of started writing process, or did that just come later?
I was listening to Always and Duster kind of at the same time, but Duster just influenced me more because, like, it sounded really depressing and I was really depressed. And then I just got happier through the years, and so my music reflected that.
Awesome.
But that's, yeah, no, they were still like, Duster and Always have been like two of my favourite bands for a long time, I guess. So, it's just like, but my mood shifted, and so then I just was like writing different music because I was like feeling more upbeat, and yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. How did you start listening to Duster? Because they're pretty underground.
Yeah.
It's cool, which is sick. But like, how'd you find them?
Well, I kind of liked, like, I had like a big sad core kind of moment when I was like 16 or something. So I was like listening to like Slint and like Bedhead and bands like that, and then I just came across Duster. But that was like, Duster's the one. Like, forget the rest. Like, yeah. I don't know. I just stumbled across them, and then I told my friends about them, and then like they're like, whoa. And then there's like all these like Duster memes. Maybe you've come across all the Duster memes, but it's like a whole community, I feel.
Yeah.
Just diehard Duster fans.
It seems like there's a bit of a cult.
There's
going
a
on.
Definitely a bit of a cult
There
following.
is, yeah.
When did that whole cult following start? Because this album came out in 98.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I don't think it was popular
were
at
they
its
not a
time.
band for ages? Yeah.
I think like when it came out, it actually didn't have a big success, from what I've read anyway. But I think eventually people just started finding it much later on, and then I don't know. I think maybe it was just like I think maybe it got popular on YouTube or something. Some like sad emo boy was like, "Oh my god, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I'm listening to Duster now," and like it just went on from there. Yeah.
It's going off on Discogs. The fucking price for like an original
saw that, hey.
Stratosphere LP is like $300. Just that's average.
Jeez.
It's
Nice.
crazy. And that's like the median
Shout out
price as well.
Discogs.
It goes up. It's like $600 for an original pressing.
Oh my god.
That's
It's
crazy. There's probably like definitely a couple of Duster Tumblr pages.
Oh, for sure.
Dedicated Tumblr Dusters.
Yeah.
Duster. Crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Should we smash through the little facts? I don't have many because I could not find much for Duster.
Oh, Duster barely exists, eh? I
Yeah.
was trying to find some
So
as well.
should we?
It's great.
But
This should be
good
like
luck.
the quickest ever.
It should be.
But which is good. We'll
It
do
is good.
Always first. So they're from Canada. They formed in 2011. At the time this album came out, it was just Molly Rankin, Carrie McClellan, Alec O'Hanley, Brian Murphy. They sound Irish. Do they
Well.
have like?
Brain move.
Little fun
They sound
fact that
yeah.
Tilly knows. Maybe you guys heard it. But Molly, the singer, her dad was the leader of a Celtic band, a famous Celtic band called
There you go.
and they have like millions of streams on Spotify as well. The Rankin family.
Who? What are they called?
The Rankin family.
Right.
It's like a family Celtic band that she's the daughter of.
Oh, so they are
to look this
true.
up.
yeah,
Okay.
but they're from Canada.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty sick.
That's epic.
Pretty nice.
What does Celtic music sound like?
Just like Irish shit, I guess. Like a mix of fiddles and like doing some high leg kicking dancing. That's what I imagine. I don't even know, but
You definitely get around some Celtic tunes after a few ales.
yeah, lots of ales getting around. Yes,
Yeah.
At the ye olde.
ales at the public house.
Yeah. So their debut self-titled, this one we're doing, it was released on the 22nd of July 2014 by Polyvinyl Records in the States and Royal Mountain Records in Canada. It was produced by Canadian Chad Van Galen? Garland? I don't know. Cut too many A's in that name. But he's worked with Twin Peaks, Viet Cong. He also worked on the Ricky and Morty soundtrack. So,
Decent.
yeah,
Whoa.
pretty obscure.
Nice.
Played.
Is Ricky and Morty...
Ricky and Morty.
Are the creators from
Ricky Martin and Morty.
Ricky and Morty?
Ricky Martin.
Gervais. And
Ricky and Mort.
Big F.
Is Ricky and Mort...
Ricky and Mort.
Are the Ricky and Mort creators from Canada?
Nah, maybe.
No clue.
I don't know.
Because Sarah Chalk, who was in Scrubs, voices one of them, and she's Canadian too. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be a little
Is
Canadian
Is Rick
for
and Morty
old.
the pickle show?
Yeah, the pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that the pickle guy gave me like big Always vibes. Actually, like I reckon.
There you go.
That's such a nice comparison.
I just reckon he like listens to Always. I don't know.
Ricky and Morty. God, I clicked that one. Don't know why I typed a damn Y. Too many Y's, too many A's. All right, 3 singles off this: Archie, Marry Me, Adult Diversion, and Next of Kin. The album peaked at 102 in the UK, 12 on the US Heat Seekers albums. And I always see that, but I never know what it is. I think it's just new artists. And then also number 1 on like US college radio charts. It was nominated for the Polaris Prize, which is the best Canadian album. And the winner gets like $30,000 or something. It didn't win though, it was just nominated. And it was Rolling Stone magazine's 36th best album of 2014 and NME's 29th best album of 2014. Alright, let's do Duster. We could legit put a timer on this. So, they're from San Jose, California. Shout out. Formed in 1996. So, Clay Parton, and I have no idea how to pronounce this dude's name. Dude Tilly? Is it Cannon?
I don't know.
Cannon, Dove, Amber.
That sounds right.
So they played like everything and did everything. But and then the drummer Jason Albertini, he only recorded 3 tracks on the album, but he's part of the band after this. It was released on February 24th, 1998 by Seattle independent label Up Records. So Built to Spill, Modest Mouse released music with them. It's co-produced by Duster themselves and a guy called Phil Elk, who also worked with Built to Spill and Modest Mouse. And Mudhoney, you listen to them, don't you, Adam?
Yeah, I listen to Built to Spill heaps. I don't actually listen to Mudhoney much. A little bit.
True, why do I think that?
I was actually going to say there are a lot of Built to Spill like comparisons in the production stuff, so I didn't even know that. There you go.
Yeah, same guy. And Band of Horses as well, Phil Elk.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah,
that's
one
cool.
of their albums. Yeah, that's all I got because I don't know I don't think there was any singles. It definitely didn't chart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
I think it's like totally unknown, but then if you know, you know what I mean? Like
And you can kind of feel that by listening. Even you're like, I think people get this.
it's like I think it's a cult. Yeah.
There's so many like recent articles actually. Like I think Anime did a recent article on like how heaps of different artists like yourself, Tilly, that have said that they're like a main influence, and there's so many. They've like had such a big scope that I had no idea they existed. But yeah, pretty cool.
Let's get straight into
The elements.
straight away because Adam, you said before, and Tilly, you kind of I don't know if you said the word. Did they invent slowcore? Is that what they did? Are they like the biggest slow kind of core
I don't know. I don't know if they invented it.
band?
Like that's a big claim. Invented. I'm not sure, but I think in that realm they're pretty well known for that. I guess. Yeah, I love slowcore. I love it and I hate it.
Slowcore.
I love Duster, but
I didn't know it existed. I had no idea that this genre existed at all. So
This is pretty new for me.
I'm glad I'm opened up to it.
Yeah, I've definitely heard music like this before, but never really got like figured out who was playing it, kind of thing. But like I've heard it, and I know it. I when I first listened to it, I thought it was an instrumental because I just had it in the background, and then I finally like heard some vocal parts. I was like, oh, true. But like I was reading about it, and they were saying how. Because there's really no lyrics you can really look into. All the lyrics on there are pretty depressing.
I was looking on Genius yet again. Sponsor our pod, please.
When are they sponsoring the pod?
God,
Genius.
Please, Genius, you bastards.
Send us an email. Royale@podcast@gmail.com.
Goddamn corporations. But they I was trying to find like lyrics, and there's heaps of little fights in the comments. Where like someone's uploaded them, and then someone's like, "No, you're completely wrong. This is actually what's right for this line." And it's really nasty.
Such a cult.
Like, it's quite nasty in there.
Jeez.
Yeah. It gets pretty full on. But
I wouldn't want to be in the Duster Facebook fan page.
Yeah. Except there's one song, I think it's which one is it? Is it Rita Hill? No, that's an instrumental, I think. I don't know. There's one of the songs where the vocals were like all of a sudden really far up in the mix. I don't know if anyone noticed that. It was like one track.
I
didn't notice that, but I did notice a lot of parts where it felt like it just everything got louder a lot of times in the album.
Oh yeah.
Like on what's the song called? It reminded me of a lot of one of your songs too. Heading for the Door.
Oh yeah.
That's the song that reminded me the most of your first release, your self-titled one.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I really like that song though. It had a really cool guitar riff and stuff.
Yeah.
I was reading about because it's so hard to understand this album, but I was trying to read, and they were saying a lot of the meaning didn't come from the lyrics, obviously, but it came from like the sound and the music, and you can definitely hear that kind of like space, weird,
Yeah.
post space rock.
It's meant to be about leaving Earth, isn't it? Tilly might know.
Yeah, something like that. Like I think they kind of call themselves like space rock bands, like depressive space rock. But
That's
Orbit
so
rock,
nice.
Brad.
An Orbit rock from last week. Works here as well.
Yeah, it does. It definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like the main thing about like that kind of music is like having like the lyrics come through in the instrumentals rather than like the lyrics, like, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah,
main
like the
thing.
meaning. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
And it does. They do it really well.
I found that I like to listen to it more like a soundtrack. This album I've found over the week.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
And I've been imagining like some sort of anime, like space anime, while
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
listening to
That'd
it,
be
and
sick.
it's
Cowboy bebop type.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. I've been enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like an album like you listen to from start to finish. Like you wouldn't just pick a song.
No,
I feel
yeah.
like.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the
And I don't
whole
think you
thing.
should overanalyze it either.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
you can't.
it,
If you do, like
Yeah.
you're just gonna get stuck.
no, there's only
Yeah.
a few things. I did read on the Genius thing that are talking about like how they were talking about the well, they were trying to make sense of the lyrics, but they talked about how heading to the door is about getting fed up with society, and how he's like talking about parties and stuff, and how he hates everyone, so then he just goes to space. I was like, I think everyone's been there at some point. That's
That's
pretty nice. Yeah,
fuck it.
I like that.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This band reminded me of like, at least the album. Imagine just rocking up to the Hammer and there's just some band
Oh
playing.
yeah, this is that.
It so easily could be playing like something like this, some slowcore stuff,
Yeah,
and having like 3 or 4 people there, and
Yeah.
they're all loving it.
yeah,
That's
That's the
true.
vibes I got from this. Yeah, classic Hammer.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say as well. I was a lot of bands have like or probably unknowingly taken this sound and like because you can even hear it like the slow like snare like and like just one ride cymbal. Like you can hear that in punk rock bands like who've made them into like more conventional songs. Like even like Basement have done it.
Yeah.
It's a band from Sydney called Endless Heights. Like just like slow, really loud and aggressive. You can hear it in this. It's just not produced, not like polished at all.
Well, but that's like that's part of it. I feel like it's
I think
no,
that's
it's similar
aesthetic,
to.
yeah.
Are you a Dinosaur Jr. fan at all, Tilly?
Yeah.
Their first You're Living All Over Me, I think it's called, that album. It sounds like the production sounds exactly like this, but just like super fast. I feel like they're like in the same realm, but just one is like a faster BPM.
For sure. I actually love the production on this Duster album.
Yeah.
Like, I actually love how you can hear the hiss.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really
Like,
enjoy
there's a
it.
hiss in every song. It's just, I think that's very, like, comforting, I feel. I like kind of lo-fi music because of that, because it's kind of like, it feels homely.
Yeah,
So
it's
I think it's nice.
not
yeah.
assuming. Yeah,
Well, that's it with the Always album.
yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
That whole genre of music, if it was too overproduced
No,
and
it wouldn't
polished,
work,
it wouldn't
no.
be that genre.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the execution's so important, like with that, and like having the limitations, I think, like makes like the aesthetics.
Yeah,
and
I think it
feelings.
amplifies the feelings as well. Because I think like it
Yeah.
makes. I was saying to Brad in the week actually, we're both fans of this band called Captain Jazz, which is like this early '90s emo sort of band, and similar sort of production. Like they just sort of dealt with what they had, and it makes all the aggressive parts so much more aggressive. And like in Echo Bravo, when it really, really hits, it goddamn hits. Like it comes in
Oh, for
pretty
sure.
heavy.
It's actually that track
It's
is
scary. Yeah, you can feel it.
Like, I would not want to be
Yeah,
alone.
I find that more like
walking
more
somewhere when
aggressive
that
than
track's
like
on.
a lot of like metal songs that are overproduced and you
Yeah.
just like everything's so compressed.
Haunting.
Yeah,
For
Well,
sure.
where that is, the production makes it more aggressive. That's the same with Always. The production makes it more like joyful and warm, in a way. Because if it was too overproduced, you wouldn't be able to get that authenticity out of it.
I think
That's like
It's
with
that
all
feeling.
that genre
Yeah,
of
yeah.
music. It's just you can't hate like lo-fi dream
no.
pop. You
It
can't
helps
hate it. It's just too
Yeah.
happy and nice.
I think
Not happy, but
always the production on that is very similar to like Vaccines, early Vaccines. It's sort of heaps of. It sounds really. They probably recorded it live, did they? Do you know, Tilly? it sounds like the drums and everything are super, together.
Mm.
On
Yeah,
Always.
Who knows?
I'm not sure. Tilly, do you know if they recorded
I
live
think
or?
Tilly's frozen.
Okay, sorry,
she's
I'm
come
back.
back.
My internet.
Whoa.
Oh,
I'm
she's
so
so
sorry.
frozen.
Oh, no, she's back. She's back. Okay, sorry, Tilly. You're fully frozen. Just so
Sorry.
It'll be
Like
funny.
Daft
It'll be
Punk
funny
then.
when we hear this
That's it.
because she'll actually be talking. We'll just like Tilly.
I'm keen. That's
Sorry
so
about
funny.
that.
Oh, yeah.
You just had this big. I wish people. We should. We're definitely uploading this one part. 'Cause you just had this one
Yeah.
big grin. You're like,
yeah. And then it was
This,
nothing
this
else
like
from-
super waiting for the next question.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
Just
like
waiting. No.
so funny.
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Oh jeez.
It's like so eager. It's like, guys, hello.
Oh
That's
no.
so funny.
What
I
were
can't
we
remember what I was saying. With Always as well. I like how there's only 9 songs because I think with this type of music, if it overstayed its welcome too much, it would be really noticeable in a way,
Yeah.
in a bad way. Not like the songs are boring and stuff, but you would notice that it drags on. And I
Yeah.
like how it's nice and
Yeah,
to the point.
They definitely stick to their sound and their
Stick to their guns.
stick to their guns. It's all pretty similar, but they obviously deviate. But yeah, it couldn't go on it couldn't be a 20 tracker. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would pump
Sure.
a little bit. How many tracks are on Stratosphere? Is it 17, 16?
yeah, it's getting
It's
up
something long, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it maybe is too long, but you just have to be in a mood to listen to it all. But also,
Yeah.
if it was
Yeah.
shorter, maybe it wouldn't be the same. Do you know what I mean? Because if it was shorter,
Yeah.
maybe it would be like, this is an album where every song's meant to be like a banger, but that's obviously not the album. Like, that's obviously not what it is. So I guess
Yeah.
the length of it is like part of it. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I
it's-
think so for sure.
yeah, it's not like a greatest hits album. Like,
No,
it's
God,
like,
There's a section. I think it's between like constellations. There's like a constellations to Stratosphere, where it's just kind of like I enjoyed it the first time round, but it'd be tough to go through it multiple times
yeah.
and like try to have some sort of mental health at the same time. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's pretty spacey.
Yeah. Well, like,
Crazy.
a lot of people, I don't know, you're a fan, Tilly, but I'm sure a lot of fans of Duster just want to put on this album for an hour, space the fuck out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do nothing, and just listen to all of it and not skip anything and not do anything about it. So
I think,
they're very
yeah,
different albums in those terms,
Yeah.
Always and Duster.
That's true. Yeah. I think but that's the purpose of the Duster album, I think. I think they made that album for the reason of spacing out, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
It's like you can't really listen to it while driving because you kind of
No.
zone out,
Yeah.
you know.
I
Yeah.
experienced that.
Oh no.
I was like, I might switch it up. Run myself off the road if
Not at
if
night.
I keep listening.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swerve.
Yeah.
With the production on Always,
Yeah.
Archie Marry Me is definitely like the biggest. Well, it was the single, but it's definitely the biggest song as well. That's the only song that I was like, I would like to hear a really grand, overproduced version of this song. Not on the album, but just separately. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want it to be like that, but I would
No.
like to hear what it sounds like. I think it would be so fat.
That's true. Because that is just such a good song. But yeah.
And it's really
No,
big. I'm not
yeah.
saying I want it there on the album, but
Yeah,
I was thinking this would be
You're
pretty
curious.
nice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be
That's cool.
interesting.
I feel that. I think this album's like, I might be into country and western now, like because there's definitely some country elements. Like
Yeah.
next of kin and a top of cake. I like,
Boo.
yeah. I was like, damn.
I was gonna say I have the same notes. I think
Right.
it's Celtic. I think it's from
Actually, yeah,
it's
now
the
you think about
Irish.
it, yeah.
I don't
Definitely
think
is
it's
then.
country. There is like if you listen, I've got it written down here. Next of kin. This sounds like like when you see on movies and they're like the old Irish drinking song and they're all in the pub and like everyone's harmonizing and stuff. There's a couple songs on this that are like it's just that singing, but then like behind a
yeah.
nice like indie backing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Which I
liked
love.
it. Hey, that was like those tracks
big fan
and
of,
Mary
yeah.
Miachi as well were some of the highlights for me for sure.
Yeah.
And the opener,
Sure.
I love the opener as well. I'll say that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Adult Division.
Yeah.
I think that's my.
Because there's only 9
my
songs.
favorite, I think.
I love like all of them. I thought every song was good.
Yeah.
In a way.
I love every
So it's hard to
song on
pick
that,
like
yeah.
if you're going to pick one, which we will later. Before we get into segments though, Adam, now that you told me that they are Irish, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
sure.
Should we get into the segments?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a go.
Let's get into it then.
Yeah,
Let's do Get Ink. We're going to make some tattoo ideas from the lyrics or the band. Probably not the lyrics with Duster. We'll see how you go. But with just someone about the bands. Now, Tilly, do you want to go first?
Yes, it's for Duster.
Duster, always. Take your
Okay.
pick.
So a tattoo idea.
Yeah.
For Stratosphere, I reckon like a little alien like crying on like the moon, and like there's just dust particles around.
Have you see?
Yeah.
That would be nice, actually. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
What about
actually
for,
That's beautiful.
That's the best tattoo idea we've ever had, because we're all actually awful at it
Yeah.
and get too serious. But that's a legitimate tattoo.
Yeah.
That would look good,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like
Yeah,
this,
just
like,
wait till you hear
it's like
these.
this
It's gonna
alien
suck.
standing there, and there's like this other alien like floating off somewhere, and he's
Yeah.
like
Oh, that would
looking
be
at
nice.
us.
sick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's your one for always, Tilly?
Maybe like a pair of sneakers, and like, cause I think of sneakers because I think they always wear sneakers, the band, and it's just so cute. Maybe like sneakers, and like the shoelaces are going into a bowl of spaghetti, and there's like cherries and flowers on the spaghetti, something like that.
Whoa.
Like
That's
and,
so
and the
good.
shoelaces form a heart, and then it
Nice.
goes into
I
the
like
bowl
that.
of spaghetti with I think
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Beautiful.
We'll have to get you back for next week, too. For these tattoos ideas. You need to do them.
Can you just do all the tat ideas?
Because we're, yeah.
Yeah. Save us doing
I'm
the
doing mine.
dog shit ones
It's,
every week.
for always one,
Go, Brad.
I think it's in Red Planet. The line is, "Now I idle in bubbles, just collecting the rubble." I was thinking like a bird's eye view of like a person sitting in a tub having a bath, but instead of like bubbles, it's like rock boulders. But he's like, his facial expression is still like, he's still heaps relaxed, but he's just getting crushed by like huge rocks.
I love
That
that.
was mine. Yeah, I was
cool.
actually like, I might try and draw it later, honestly.
That sounds
So
good.
that could be a really good tat.
Yeah.
And for Duster, I think there's a track called, I think it's Earth Moon Transit.
Oh yeah.
And I was just thinking like, like, not the Golden Gate Bridge, the Hawkesbury Bridge, we'll say. I'm thinking the Hawkesbury Bridge, but like in space.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah, that's mine.
good.
Hawkesbury Bridge. All right, I'm going to go.
Nice.
Mine, always off Archie Marry Me. The first line in the song, actually. You've expressed explicitly your contempt for matrimony, your student loans to pay for, and will not risk their alimony. Don't know why I cooked saying that so much. So it's like the figure on a wedding cake where you get the two figures, a husband and a wife.
Mm.
Is that yours?
Damn it.
But yeah, is it the exact same?
Yeah.
Because mine is the two figures, and instead of on top of a wedding cake, they're on top of university textbooks.
Oh, that's good.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's nice.
That's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't that.
Adam, yeah, say you're always
Mine-
on before I do my dust one if they're similar.
Okay. Mine was just that, but it was like Archie the cartoon, and it's because Marry Me Archie, and also Atop a Cake, which is another track on it, and it's just Archie and his girlfriend Veronica from.
I'm not
cartoon,
familiar.
but
Yeah.
it's not as good as yours. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I had to look it up.
Can't say I know Archie. Is that bad that I don't know that cartoon?
I don't. I just like. Yeah. I didn't either. I just had to bit of Wikipedia. So
Oh boy.
Nice one, Adam.
yeah, don't worry.
Exposed yourself.
Oh,
And
boy.
mine for
Wasn't good this
Duster.
week. I did.
So it's a mix of heading for the door and like the album's reoccurring theme of space, I suppose. So it's a half open door, and on the outside you can just see space and stars and
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
They're pretty simple.
God
That's
damn it.
good. That's good.
Mine's pretty much the same as well. Mine was fun. Mine was just because it's in a couple of the tracks as it's going along. He's talking about like thinking about Earth again, and I was thinking of doing like Earth, but like in looking through a window of a
Yeah,
spaceship. But like that's the outline, and you kind of see like a little reflection of looking
Whoa.
back on Earth and
Yeah.
missing it, I guess.
Deep,
But
deep,
Yeah.
deep.
Very similar.
Pretty
Adam.
deep, pretty deep.
You guys
Yeah.
on the same wavelength?
Yeah,
this
pretty
week,
similar.
Yeah,
brothers.
very much
Yeah.
so. Same.
Exactly.
I was going to mention a reference to space. Anyway, moving on. Next one. That's right. Either the fattest part of the albums or just the part we like the most. We don't. I've barely been keeping to the guitar theme, but anyway, Tilly, what is yours for Always?
Just the whole of Archie Marry Me, I think. But like, if you
that
need
was like mine
specifics,
as well.
if you need
Yeah.
specifics, I think like actually I really like the riff in Next of Kin. I think actually, no, Archie Marry Me, and then like the pre-chorus when it like drops out and then goes back in.
Yeah.
I just think it's such a huge song. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
great.
It is a huge
so
song.
just the whole
for
song,
sure.
but like
Yeah, it
specifically
is.
that part. Just I think that chord progression is so nice and like I don't know.
That's
But, yeah.
definitely one of the songs that I will be listening to regularly moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm really glad
Yeah.
you brought this album into this podcast. What about for Duster?
Oh, I mean, Echo Bravo is like really fat. Like, I'd say that would class as a fat riff, I guess. So that's my answer. Yeah, that's got to be it.
It is. Hey, Adam, what your Echo Bravo band name?
Oh, that's the best emo band name ever.
True.
Echo,
Echo
Bravo.
Bravo. So good.
So emo.
Yeah. That's
Brad, what are
the
yours?
perfect emo band name.
I think it's in the last chorus of Next of Kin, where like the drummer is just like playing a drum solo instead of just playing the groove. It's like, and it just works really well. I think it's in the last chorus of Next of Kin. So I feel like that was pretty fat. So I'm gonna go with that. And I had Echo Bravo as well. Like, I think we might all have that.
I didn't actually. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have that.
Mine was.
But it probably
Mine
is the
was
fattest
exactly
part.
the same.
I had for Duster. I had Heading for the Door. I think you'd call it the chorus. I don't know. It's like the 50-second mark. It's just where it picks up and it just the really cool guitar riff. It seems like it gets way louder in the mix too. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
But I had that in my head like all week, just that guitar line. And then for Always, I had the intro to Archie Marry Me. And then when it comes in,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's so good.
there's a song by the Arctic Monkeys called "Only One Who Knows." Adam.
Oh, hey, I had the
Brad?
exact same.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought exactly
the intro guitar
crazy.
riff. I was
Yeah.
like, man, this sounds like because I've never heard this song before. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know where this song's going. I don't know if it's
No.
going to be eerie and that came in. It was just huge. But yeah, Only One Who Knows by the Arctic Monkeys. It reminded me so much of that.
What album's that off?
Favorite
too.
Worst Nightmare.
Oh, true. Okay, true. No, I'm
yeah.
kidding it.
Yeah. So that was really cool. So that was actually a guitar part. Actually, there you go. I stuck to it.
Yeah.
Adam, what were yours?
Mine were just Echo Bravo and also Archie Marry Me. Just so exactly what you guys have basically said. But the chorus in Archie Marry Me when it comes in, or actually even in Adult Division when the second verse comes in and the guitars are kind of like going crazy over the top of the vocals, like
Yeah.
that's
Pretty
pretty
fat.
nice as well. Yeah, I'll say that.
Spice it up.
Second verse.
All right,
of
what
Adult
songs are
Division.
we given to add to? I think we definitely know which one is going in. But we got a Spotify playlist, and before next week's episode, which we'll talk about later, highly recommend following this playlist because it's going to help for next week. Record Royale ads on Spotify. Tilly, what's your favourite song? One from each album.
Favorite song from Always is Archie Marry Me, and
Yeah.
favorite song from Duster Stratosphere is Heading for the Door, I think. Yeah.
Had the exact same.
There you
Okay,
go.
cool. Yeah, that is so good. Brad, what were yours?
Sick.
Easy peasy.
I had A Top of Cake for Always. I've had that chorus stuck in my head
It's
the
so
whole
good.
week.
Yeah.
It is so good. What you gonna do? So good. I've like every time it comes on, I can't help but like just get a big smile.
Yeah.
And for Duster, I don't know. It's a bit tricky. I'll go. I think it's Tropical Solution. It has a really like somber,
It's so
bittersweet feeling.
In a
Yeah,
good way.
it's really slow, and
Yeah.
then it kind of picks up a bit. That was one of the standouts for me.
Yeah.
So I'll go that.
Hectic.
Nice.
Yeah, I had Archie Marry Me as well. Shout out to Agency Group and Party Police, though. Those songs ruled as well.
Hell
And
yeah.
then I had Heading for the Door as well. I was going to say maybe Gold Dust. That felt like the happiest song on the album.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think
like
that's
Even Whip.
that song has like the most amount of streams on there, like Spotify.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Docking the Pod of Stratosphere. Funny ass name, but a pretty cool
Docking the
guitar
Pod.
riff.
So funny.
There was a bit of ocean and seas and the harbour on this album as well. Very Earth, Wind, Fire. All the elements.
Oh no.
All the elements.
I didn't mean the band. Holy
it is
shit, I didn't
real.
mean the band. I meant legit the elements.
The elements.
The elements.
That would be amazing if it was like if there was just a little turn and it just changed into
That would
proper
be
disco.
the
That
most
would be amazing.
impossible mashup in the world. Duster and Earth, Wind, Fire.
Where's the remix? Brad, get on the
Adam,
remix.
yeah, what are your two?
Mine for Duster was actually Read to Hillsborough. Is that how you say it? I think.
Hillsborough.
Yeah. Hillsborough. Yeah, I really like it. It's probably more because it's kind of more of a traditional song structure, I think. So it just stuck with me. And a lot of the, like, as it builds up and there's like a lot of distorted guitars in it, they sounded a lot like Dinosaur Jr. stuff, which I resonate with a lot. So that's my ad. And then for Always, I actually had, I'll go Adult Division, but I really like Ones Who Love You as well for some
that's
reason.
good.
That's just been sticking in my
I
head.
love the yodel part when she like
I just really
yodels
like
at
the
the end
lyrics.
in that.
Yeah, I really
The
like
vocals on
that.
that
Actually,
song
yeah,
is
I'll
good.
say that. I'll go Ones Who Love You. That'll be my ad.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a fair amount to choose from for Always, I think. Cool. Who's up for...
Two truths and a lie.
Me, sir.
Did you tell Tilly
I
about
am.
this one?
No, I didn't.
All right,
But
Tilly, there's one more
you'll find out
segment.
about it.
So, Adam's going to read out 3 statements, and 2 of them are going to be true, one's going to be a lie. So all we have to do is guess the lie. So, Adam, take it away, my good man.
Okay. These are pretty trash. These are all for Always. So, before moving to Nova Scotia at the age of 13, Always guitarist Alika Hanley was a child model for popular Toronto-based kids clothing brand Mini Miyochi.
Ooh.
The next one, Molly Rankin worked at a smoothie bar that she alleges was the front for a drug ring. And the third one is the band almost died during the recording of their first album, being trapped by 6 feet of snow.
I reckon the third's a
Jeez.
lie. I'm just
The which one?
the third,
30.
the stow.
The third?
The first one's so specific
Exactly.
that it wants to be true,
Yeah.
but maybe Adam's just changed a few things about it.
Yeah.
So, how old was he when he was a model?
He was like 8 or 9, I think. And then he moved at the age of 13 to Nova Scotia. But then they all moved back to Toronto, I think, as they graduated.
Right.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
That's pretty specific, Adam. Yeah.
Pacific.
Yeah, that's a bit
Pacific.
fishy, that one.
Pacific Ocean.
Bit Pacific.
Yeah, the
Right.
first two are really specific.
What was number 2 again? Oh, the her workplace or whatever.
Yeah, so Molly Rankin worked at a smoothie bar that she alleges was the front for a drug ring.
I'm going that one.
Yeah,
That's
so
just
am I.
too-
But
that's
what
too
was
simple.
the
Yeah.
any specifics on the name of the smoothie bar? How old was she when she
No.
worked there?
I don't know, but she wrote most of the album while working at the smoothie bar. I know that. And I don't know more. It was just in an interview. She just kind of says that. And they're like, how do you know? And she's like, I never fully found out. But that's, yeah.
See, now you're kind of
That's all we got.
smiling, so now I'm thinking that you think you've got us. So
No.
I might switch it up again. Keep you on your toes.
Right.
Do you know where they recorded their album?
I was in like some sort of like it was in Nova Scotia, but they like had, I think they rented out a place while they were like writing and recording. I don't know if they recorded, but they were writing there definitely. And they were driving out one night. I think they'd been out or something, and they were driving out, and then they couldn't go back because there was so much snow, but they couldn't go forward, and so they had to walk through like. She said it was 6 feet of snow, which seems
That's a lot of snow.
unbelievable.
Whereabouts
That's a
is
lot of
that
snow,
in Canada?
But they got in Canada, yeah, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, whereabouts? Do you know whereabouts is it?
It's on it's like an own island. It's like a weird little part. I don't know where, like in relevance to the rest of Canada, that is, but yeah.
I'm
There
gonna
you go.
go with
I'll go the second one.
Right,
yeah.
so-
I was gonna go the second one as well, but now I'm gonna go the third one. I'm gonna go the ice snow dilemma is a lie.
You're gonna go the snow. What are you going, Tilly?
I was going to go the snow, and then I thought Will was going to say the second, like Brad, and so I was like, I'll go the snow then. But now I'm thinking the second. I'm going to go the second one as well, just because.
You're going to the second.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So the lie is Alec O'Hanley was never a male model.
Oh, classic Adam. Far out. You're pretty good
How'd
at
that
this.
one
Yeah.
pop
I
in
had
your
to
head?
do some crazy research into what I looked up Toronto-based clothing brands.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but the other two are completely true. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Is he a good-looking bloke? Is that why that popped in your head?
No, it's just I had a few lies. I was thinking maybe one of them would. I was thinking of Canadian things. Started off, I was like, yeah, maybe he played hockey professionally. No, they'll definitely get that. He doesn't look like a hockey player. So I went clothing brand for some reason. Yeah, there you go.
Well played, mate. You got us again.
No worries.
Yeah.
Once
I'm like
again,
on a losing streak, I think.
I'm
I
a
haven't got
fraud.
one in so long.
the king of two truths and a lie.
Yeah,
It really is.
I'm back.
Bow down.
Yeah. Let's rate these albums. Adam, did you remember or did you forget like we
No,
had
I
the
got
past
it,
couple
yeah.
of weeks?
No, I got it.
You got us?
but-
Okay, so Tilly, we're going to rate them out of 10.
Okay.
And we don't do decimal points, unfortunately, because this week I think I would have gave one. But straight number out of 10. But Adam, out of 10 what?
For Duster, I had 10 docking pods. so funny. And then for always, I just had 10 party police, but that's not as
Yeah.
funny. But the docking pods, that's
That's
a funny
still pretty
part of it. Anyway,
All right, Tilly, what are you giving? We'll do always first. Out of 10, party
people.
police.
Police, yes.
I give it a 10.
Oh!
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's
Easy.
so nice.
Done.
Simple as that. Straight up.
Straight up.
10.
10.
10, no explanation needed. Okay.
Should I explain or should I
10.
just say 10?
You can explain if you want.
Might
if
just
you
leave
got
it
some
like that,
words
I
to
think.
say.
I just
Yeah.
think every song on it I like every song. So that's a 10 album, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's straight up again. Like,
Hey, it's simple and good. Brad,
10.
what's yours?
Out of, what was it, Party Police?
Yeah.
I'll put my glasses back on.
Business.
I had, I gave an 8 out of 10 Party Police. I think like, even though it's like, it's pretty straightforward, it's like pretty simple, but like the execution is what separates it from like other bands trying to do the same thing. I would take this over like Slow Dive or Beach House any day of the week.
Yeah.
And and I think it like, I needed to find out why I like people like Fritz and like Sweater Curse and like Sputnik Sweetheart and all of like, I was listening Tia Costello, her early work is just always, that's all it is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I really used to really like it. So, and now I've figured it out. So thank you, Tilly.
Yeah.
cool.
I'm glad I've, found this album. So
Cool.
yeah, 8 out of 10.
8 party police. Adam.
I was going to say the same. I was going to go an 8 as well. I really enjoyed. I think it's a really unique sound. It's definitely their own sound. And even though a lot of the song structures are pretty similar, I think the songwriting is really strong and all the lyrics are really good. Yeah, and as Tilly said, there's no real skippers for me. I think they're all pretty equal, which I really enjoyed. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm a fan
it.
of. Yeah. Cool. I was going to say, this album, it isn't like an album you're musically impressed or in awe of by, but it's just has this sense of joy and warmness, and it's such a comforting album. It was really pleasant, a really pleasant album, like perfect for any setting or mood. And I said it before, but you can't hate this style of music. Like, you're lying if you say this makes you angry or anything.
Yeah.
But to me, it just felt like 9 songs in a way. It didn't feel like a whole complete kind of piece of work. but still really loved it, and I'll definitely be going back. But I'm going to give it 7 Party Police.
Nice.
7.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
All
I'm
right,
gonna give
let's
it
do
clap
Duster.
emojis.
I'm really keen to hear this take, Chili.
Am I
Duster.
going first?
Yeah.
you go
What
for
is
it.
it out of again?
Doc pods?
Docking pods. Yeah.
Docking pods. I'm going to give it, see, I would probably give it 7.5, but I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Round it up.
Yeah, because it's like I can't listen to this album all the time, you know. Like I can listen to Always like whenever I want, but I have to really think when I'm listening to Duster. And so it's like it's not a always as in like always all the time kind of album. So
Yeah.
but then when it is, it's like really good. So it's like an 8. Yeah. I think that's
Sure.
a good score for me, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Bradley.
Yeah, out of Docking Pods, I want to like listen to this album in like a different setting other than like my home or in the car, which I didn't get an opportunity to do this week because I feel like going camping or if I have like a big breakup or something, I feel like this album would be sick. And yeah, didn't get to cop that, so I can't. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, and I wouldn't give it higher because I don't. It's just kind of hard to understand right now. I'm not all the way there yet, so
Yeah.
I need more time and some sort of crisis maybe to happen, and then I'll be there.
Maybe that's
So yeah, I'll give it 6.
maybe that's what I'm looking for my quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna
Next year.
Yeah. Maybe this
I'll
is
get
what
you
I need.
this on vinyl, Quarter Life
Yeah.
Crisis.
Yeah, 25th
I got you, bro.
birthday. Coming
Yeah.
right up.
Just get me Duster for $400 original pressing. Thank you.
400 American
No
dollars
worries.
as well.
Thanks heaps for that, Will. Thanks for sorting me. I'm gonna. Sorry to copy you, Brad, but I'm gonna give it a 6 as well. 6 docking pods. Just because I liked it. My first listen through, I enjoyed the experience, and as I said, I really like thinking about it as like a soundtrack. But on the scale, I'm probably more just going off albums that we've done already, and thinking about like where am I going to come back to it? I think I'll come back to it, but I'm not going to come back to the whole album in a little while because it's a bit of an experience. You
Need
know?
some time.
Yeah. It's like a super gory movie or something. It's like an experience when you watch it, but it could be tough for certain sections to come back to. So, yeah. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this week a lot. Yeah.
For sure.
There you go.
Hectic. Yeah. Sorry. I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
6 docking pods. It's to the complete opposite to Always in the sense of Always you can chuck on anytime, anywhere. But you can't chuck this album on
Hell no.
in particular places or times. Like if I'm
Dangerous,
getting on the beers, I'm not going to be chucking on Stratosphere by Duster. Unless
No
it's maybe
way.
3 a.m. and you want everyone out of the house.
Yeah, that's a good way to get rid of
But-
the crowd.
For sure.
But it's what you said, Brad. If I was in that sweet spot, and I was for like one time, I was really tired. I got home and I was like, chuck this on. I was like, oh yeah, I can see. Definitely not the spot that it was intended for, but yeah, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of a possible 10 docking pods, which means we know who wins. Quick little maths. Always gets 33 out of 50, and Duster Stratosphere gets 26 out of 50. Always self-titled with the win. Thunderous applause.
Yay.
There we go.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Awesome.
I kind of expected it from my first listen. I kind of had a feeling I knew what was going to win. But I'm really glad that we did these
Yeah,
albums.
me too.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with my choices. I'm glad you got to experience them both.
Yeah,
Broaden our
it was an
musical
experience,
horizons, I
For
think.
sure.
Really.
That's good to hear.
Brilliant way
More
to
than
say it.
any other week, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Probably more than any other week in the future,
Oh,
too,
I
potentially.
think it's almost on par with Little Ugly Mane though, as well with Crater.
Oh, yeah,
that was
true.
pretty eye opening as well.
That's true.
But I think Little Ugly Mane and Duster might get along. Maybe.
For sure.
Collab.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That
That'd be nuts.
would be
I'm here for that, for sure. Jeez.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I forgot to mention the little polls that we put up on the socials. It was actually a few votes for Duster.
Nice.
There you go.
It was more like 75% always, but 25% still kicking in there is pretty decent.
Yeah.
So shout out to all those
stuff.
people voting on the polls. You can follow us at Record Royale. You can follow Tilly at Fritz Kid. Make sure you drop us a little 5-star rating and review. Tilly, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me. This was
You've
so
been
fun.
wonderful. Next week on the pod, man, we've been looking forward to this episode pretty much since we started the show. It's going to be hard to explain, but I'll explain it next week. We're doing all 32 albums that we've covered against each other in a tournament-style bracket episode.
I can't wait.
So,
Woo!
yeah,
Figure
it's
out the
going to be
winner.
pretty fun. They're all going to be seeded, as it would be, so it's a tennis tournament, ranked on their scores that we have given them throughout the show. And we'll see which one legit comes
Come
out
on top.
on top. Number one.
I
Top
can't
dog.
wait to see
Just like-
Justified
just
by
like the
Justin
jingle.
Timberlake come out on top on everyone.
Hey, I listened to that
It's so
like the other day. It's grown on me so much.
I
It is
listened.
so good.
I've bought Justin Timberlake's album after that on vinyl.
Great.
Future Sex Love Sounds.
We should have gave it higher. I regret my 5.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Enough
no,
about
it's
JT.
pretty shit. Anyway, we're going to do it next week. Yeah, thanks so much. Drop us a review, 5-star rating on the pod, subscribe. Thank you, Tilly, so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Nah, thank you.
Tilly.
All right, we'll see you guys next week for the big bracket episode. Let's go. All right, see you later.
See ya.